It is 1:47 in the morning. Your eyes are burning. Your back hurts from the position you've been sitting in for 3 hours. You told yourself one episode, just one. That was before you knew what would happen at the end of it. Now you can't stop. And the worst part is, you don't even like this show that much anymore. You blame your own willpower, your discipline, your inability to just put the phone down and go to sleep. But that blame is wrong. What is happening to you right now is not a personal failure. It is a psychological mechanism that was discovered almost 100 years ago inside a café in Berlin by a 26-year-old woman watching waiters do their jobs. Her name was Bluma Zeigarnik, and what she figured out that afternoon would later be used against you every single night. In the 1920s, Bluma Zeigarnik was a graduate student at the University of Berlin, studying under one of the most influential psychologists of the century, Kurt Lewin. One afternoon, Lewin was sitting in a cafe and noticed something strange about the waiters. They could remember enormous, complicated orders, multiple dishes, modifications, specific requests, without writing a single thing down. They held entire tables of information in their heads without effort, but the moment the bill was paid and the meal was done, the memory vanished completely. Ask the same waiter 5 minutes later what table 7 had ordered, and he could not tell you. Lewin mentioned this to Zeigarnik. She went back to the lab. She designed an experiment. She gave 32 adults a set of simple tasks: threading needles, solving puzzles, assembling small paper boxes, doing basic math, drawing figures. Between 15 and 22 tasks per person. Then, mid-task, on roughly half of those tasks, she quietly interrupted them. She stopped them before they could finish and moved them to the next thing. Then she tested their recall. The result was clear and strange. People remembered the interrupted tasks nearly 90% better than the ones they had completed. The unfinished tasks were sticking. The finished ones were fading. Completion itself seemed to trigger forgetting. She published her findings in 1927 in the journal Psychological Forschung. The effect she documented was named after her, the Zeigarnik Effect. Here is what is actually happening inside your brain when a task goes unfinished. Your mind is not a passive recorder. It is a goal-tracking machine. When you start something, your brain opens what researchers now call an open loop, an active mental file that stays running in the background, consuming cognitive attention, demanding resolution. When you finish the task, the loop closes, the file gets compressed, the brain releases its grip, the memory fades because it no longer needs to be maintained. But when something interrupts you, when the task is left open, that file stays active. Your prefrontal cortex keeps returning to it, not because you are choosing to think about it, because your brain is built to keep unfinished things at the front of the queue. Zeigarnik called it psychic tension. The modern term is cognitive tension. The word changes, the mechanism does not. Your brain hates open loops. It will hold on to them until they are closed, regardless of whether you want it to. Now here is the part that matters, the part nobody talks about when they explain this effect. Someone figured out how to weaponize it. In 2012, Netflix introduced a feature called post-play. When one episode ended, the next one started automatically, but not from the beginning. It started after a few seconds, during the countdown timer. Before you could decide whether to stop, the next episode had already begun. Before post-play, you had to choose to keep watching. After post-play, you had to choose to stop. That is not the same decision, and Netflix knew it. Every episode of every show worth watching ends, not at a moment of resolution, but at a moment of suspension. Someone's secret is about to come out. Someone is in danger. A relationship is about to break. The credits roll before you get the answer. Your brain has just had an open loop created inside it. The cognitive tension is real. It feels like discomfort. It feels like you cannot rest until the file closes. That is not an accident of storytelling. It is the architecture. The writers know about Bluma Zeigarnik. They know about the open loop. They design every episode ending to leave one deliberately open so that your own mind's machinery will pull you into the next one. Your brain is trying to complete a task. It just doesn't know the task is a product someone built. And the Zeigarnik Effect doesn't care if you have work tomorrow. It doesn't negotiate with your sleep schedule. It overrides your body's signals of exhaustion because in the hierarchy of your brain's priorities, closing an open loop ranks above getting rest. This is why you can be genuinely tired, eyes burning, body done, done and still feel pulled forward because you are not fighting willpower. You are fighting a cognitive system that has been running before written language, a system designed to make sure you finish what you started. Someone set a task in motion inside your brain, then they left it unfinished on purpose. Bluma Zeigarnik spent the rest of her career in Moscow. She built one of the most significant schools of clinical psychology the Soviet Union produced. She taught for decades. She was studying the broken mind, trauma, thought disorders, how cognition fails under pressure. She never worked in entertainment. She never worked in technology. She never intended her dissertation finding to become the psychological backbone of a streaming platform's product strategy. She was a 26-year-old graduate student watching waiters forget orders in a café in Berlin. That observation became a study. That study became a published paper. That paper became a tool. You did not lose those 3 hours to weakness. You lost them to a loop someone opened inside your mind and chose not to close. The next time you feel that pull, that uncomfortable, restless, I just need to see what happens feeling, recognize it for what it is. Not curiosity, not desire, not a choice. A file your brain was told to keep open. You are allowed to close it yourself.